Korea has a lot of people with the same last names. You've probably seen the Kims, the Lees, the Parks, the Jungs, and the Chois. By far, these are the most common in Korea today. But there are 5 more that you will without a doubt see if you know anyone who is Korean. Last names are an aspect of society that hold a lot of weight both historically and in society, depending on the bongwan or clan you hail from. If you have seen my previous video about the most common last names in Korea, you will know that many clans come from royalty or nobility dating back hundreds or thousands of years. So today, let's answer the question of what's up with Korean last names, Part 2. While having a huge gap in population with the top 5 last names, the next 5 also have fascinating histories and huge impact on Korean history. The last names Kang, Jo, Yoon, Jang, and Im have roots that snake through Korean history and have dotted it with influential figures for thousands of years. In contrast to Kim, Lee, and Pak, these lines and their clans did not produce any lines of royalty. However, many of them produced people who were very close to it or even married into it. Their influence can be felt in the pages of history books and carry on into the modern day. The last name Kang falls in at 6th place, with 2.4 to 3.3 of the population having this name. This is certainly a large gap between the 5th place, which is held by the Jungs at 4.4%. However, there are many famous and influential people who hold this name, including renowned actor Kang Dong-won, popular singer and 101 leader Kang Daniel, and the popular actor Kang Haner. Much like the other last names, Kang also is made of many different clans. The Jinju Kang clan hails from a very old aristocratic and military house. It was created and grown in Jinju, in Gyeongsangnam-do, South Korea. Its lineage can be traced to before even the Joseon or Goryeo dynasties, all the way back in the Goguryeo dynasty, during the Three Kingdoms period. It was founded by Kang Il-sik, the supreme military commander who led the kingdom into victory against the unified Chinese Sui kingdom, who had attempted an invasion in 598 CE. Through the centuries, his descendants went on to take up prestigious positions as scholars, aristocrats, and military commanders in the Goryeo and Joseon dynasties, such as the legendary general Kang Kam-chan. The Shincheon Kang clan is also a very old, prestigious clan with a very unique history. It was founded in Shincheon, now known as Hwanghae, North Korea. Depending on who you ask, it has a legendary founder and a practical historical founder. According to clan genealogies, it was founded by Kang Fu, who was a relative of King Wu of the Zhou dynasty of China in the 11th century BCE. While the clan genealogies claim this, it is not actually based in historical fact, which is why there is a practical historical founder as well. The recorded founder is Kang Ho-kyung during the early Goryeo dynasty. This clan went on to produce many high-ranking officials, including Kang Ji-yeon, later honored for his role in the war against the Mongol invasions. Another major Kang clan is the Gumcheon Kang clan, which was founded in Gumcheon in present-day Seoul. Its founder is different from the others in that he was not actually an aristocrat or noble, but a rather normal person. It was built on a local level, with its numbers growing organically and totally unrelated to the historical lines during the Joseon dynasty. Much like the Kang name, the Jo name also falls in the second half of the top 5 most populous last names in Korea. 2.1% of the population holds this last name, making it the 7th most populous. While present during the Goryeo dynasty, they came into prominence during the Joseon dynasty, making up many of the Yangban or aristocrat families. In the present day, their clan is represented by many famous individuals such as legendary actor Cho In-sung, K-pop singer and member of girl group G-Idol Jo Mi-yeon, and variety show star Jo Se-ho. Outside of Korea, their name can be spelled like this and also like this. By far the most famous of the clans is the Hanyang-jo clan. It was founded by Jo Ji-soo, a Goryeo-era aristocratic official. He already held status during the Goryeo dynasty as a high-ranking official, and after the formation of the Joseon dynasty in 1392, his descendants established the clan officially in what was then Hanyang, present-day Seoul. During the Joseon dynasty, this clan produced many high-ranking officials that spread all around Korea, which cemented its influence all the way to the modern day. The next clan of the Jo name is the Hamanjo clan. It was started by Jo Jang, a vassal who was a descendant of the ruling family of the ancient Chinese state of Zhao. He is credited as being a force in the founding of the Goryeo dynasty, which was a tributary state of China. He was awarded with the title of Gongshin, or meritorious retainer, and given a 4-star rank in the courts of Goryeo. His descendants eventually formed a clan in Haman, currently South Gyeongsang-do Province in South Korea. During Joseon, Jo Gwangjo, a scholar from this clan, produced many scholarly works to spread the influence of Confucianism around the nation of Joseon. The Pungyangjo clan is next in terms of the number of people carrying the name. It was founded by Jo Ming, also known as Pao, in Pungyang, now located in Namyangju, South Korea. He was a well-known local Taoist hermit until being called upon by King Taejo of Goryeo as counsel during the Unification Wars. His sage advice and counsel to the king gave him prestige and titles in the Goryeo government as a high minister, and his family would hold this prestige until the end of the Joseon dynasty. Interestingly, this translated into the next dynasty by producing Queen Shinjong, the wife of King Ikjong of Joseon, and her son went on to be King Hunjong. Coming in as the 8th most populous last name in Korea today, the Yoon clans have re-emerged on the global stage as a well-known surname in the present day. Like the previous names we have discussed, they more or less made up a percentage of the aristocrats, scholars, and high-ranking officials during the Goryeo and Joseon dynasties. This is another line of families that, while not royal in the traditional sense, produced people that married into the royal families, linking them with the royal families throughout history. Their name is carried on through several high-profile people like singer-songwriter Yoon Jong-shin, actor Yoon Eun-hye, and former South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol. By far the most numerous and influential Yoon clan, the Papyeong-yoon clan, was formed in Papyeong, present-day Paju, by Yoon Shin-dal, an official during the Goryeo dynasty. As he was not particularly noteworthy in history, his name is mostly recorded in the genealogical books of people from this clan, and produced many powerful officials during the Goryeo and Joseon dynasties. They reached the highest rungs of Joseon society by creating several queens, namely Queen Jeongyeon, whose husband was King Seongjong, as well as Queen Jangyang, who was the wife of King Jungjong. The Haepyeong-yoon clan followed much the same path as that of the Papyeong clan. It was started by Yungun during the early Goryeo dynasty in Haepyeong, which is now located in present-day Gumi, South Korea. This clan is also known historically for Goryeo general Yun-gwan, who led his forces against the Jurchens and ordered the construction of the 9 northern fortresses. The Nampyeong-yoon clan differs from the previous two because while the founder Yun Hwang was not a particularly noteworthy person during Goryeo, his descendants went on to become known not for royal marriage but for prestige. It was founded in Nampyeong, present-day Naju, in South Korea. It was well known as a scholarly clan that produced many intellectuals, with the most famous being Yun Sun-do. He became well known for his Confucius intellectual works that went on to influence Confucius thinking and methodology during the Joseon period. The percentage of people with the last name Jang is where numbers start to get smaller and smaller. Roughly 2% of the population in Korea has this last name, and like the previous mentions, this name also gave way to many aristocrats and scholars. The name is represented in the modern day by popular actors such as Jang Dong-gun and Jang Geun-seok, and popular K-pop artist and member of IVE, Jang Won-young. By far the most influential and largest of the Jang clans is the Indong Jang clan. It was started in Indong, now located in Gumi, South Korea. It was founded in the early Goryeo period by Jang Geum-myung, a prominent official and military leader with the title of Triple Great Assistance General of the Divine Tiger Guard. During later years, his clan spread all across the peninsula and produced many officials and scholars. Like many other clans, the Andong Jang clan also hails from the area of Andong. This clan is one that is far more ancient, dating back to the late Three Kingdoms period, where it was founded by Jang Pir. He does not have a particularly noteworthy role in the government, and while not historical fact, seeing as how Andong is known as an important spot in terms of Confucianism, it can be ascertained that he was involved with the religion in some way. The Heungdeok Jang clan is a little more unique because it produced many local gentries in and around the settlements in the southwest of Korea, in Heungdeok, now the Jeolla province. It was founded by a Goryeo dynasty official by the name of Jang Yu. Like other Jang clans, the founder is not well recorded in official records and is instead recorded through family records and genealogies. The last name that falls in the 10th spot in terms of population is the surname Im. This one is rather interesting because of the genealogical roots to many of the founders of the various clans do not actually hail from historic Korea. Looking at the romanization of the name, it can be spelled like this, or this. That being said, the name is represented in the media by people like actors and singers Im Siwan, Im Yuna, and Nana, whose real name is Im Jina, and K-pop artist Im Nayeon, a member of the girl group Twice. The Pyeongtaek Im clan was founded by Im Palgup, who was a scholar in the Tang dynasty of China, who made his way to the Silla kingdom. He is considered one of the 8 scholars brought over from the Tang dynasty and is primarily remembered through genealogical texts, as he is not known to have held high office. However, his descendants went on to do so during the Goryeo and Joseon dynasties after making Pyeongtaek their clan home. The Pungcheon Im clan is another example of a clan started by someone who was not originally from the lands of Korea. It was started by Im On, who was an immigrant who came to Goryeo from China. He exists as the first ancestor in genealogical records, but the actual clan was started in Pungcheon, now located in Hwanghae, North Korea, by his descendant Im Ju. Over the years, it spread around the peninsula and produced many high-ranking officials and scholars, including philosopher and independence freedom fighter Im Gyo-jae. The Jangheung Im clan was founded in Jangheung County, now in Jeollanam-do, South Korea, by its founder Im Ho during the Goryeo period. Not much is known about the founder other than that he chose this spot, and as the years passed, his clan spread across the country and eventually produced many high-ranking officials during the Goryeo and Joseon dynasties. They held a lot of power in the Jeolla region in particular, making it noteworthy throughout history. Now, you may have noticed that every single clan from spot 1 to 10 all seem to have either been royalty, nobility, scholars, or decorated military officials. If that is the case, how was there ever any poor people in the long history of Korea? This is very true, and it is a big point of contention even today. You may recall in my previous video that a lot of Koreans did not have last names up until about 130 years ago. This is because throughout history, the poor classes, consisting of day laborers, farmers, slaves, and beggars, did not have recorded last names or clans. Only the most noble of families and individuals could record their family histories in an official way, through what is now known as the family genealogy book, known as the Jokbo. This became a problem as Joseon started to develop and social infrastructure was being built. During the reign of King Gojong of Joseon, he worked on creating a modern civil registration, which was part of his overarching Gabo reforms. At this point, people were forced to choose one or create their own. In an effort to be linked to royalty, nobility, or high officials, vast swaths of people chose the name Kim, Lee, and Park names, simply because of their prestige in society. This is why today there are so many people with these names. So many people may actually not have the last name they hold if you go back far enough in history. The more common your last name is, the higher chance that it was actually simply chosen about 130 years ago. The rarer your last name is, the higher chance you can accurately pinpoint who your ancestors are. That being said, there are some very rare and unique Korean last names that exist. Please let me know if you would like to hear about these last names, who created them, and where they started. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe so you can see more videos just like this.